Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Pillars of Eternity. So in the last one, we finished off the rest of Raedric's keep, and came to confront Raedric. Raedric is, of course, defending his actions, saying that what he did was just, even though we saw his dead wife, and had learned about his hollow-born child. Now he's trying to turn us. So let's continue the conversation. I'd like to know more about the Raedrics. Raedrics. It is but I, alone now. But the Raedric name was birthed in glory. We have been stewards of Gilded Vale for generations. Its people look to us still for guidance and protection. First from the excesses of the Empire, and now from what dangers the Deerwood holds. I have inherited that duty, by my vows, by my title. So long as I am Thayn, I will permit no threat against our lands, be they moral or spiritual in nature. What has happened to Gilded Vale? The legacy, Raedric breathes. Shortly after the death of the scattered god, Waedwin's legacy fell upon our lands. He shakes his head. Despair came with it. How could it not? When the curse took our children, our hope from us. I knew that Barath would not allow such cruelties, not unless we had lost his favor. Some in the village cling yet to a false faith, worshipping the dead god. They revere him in secret, even knowing what it brings upon us. My own wife. She continued her heresies, against my wishes. And when our child was born, we saw then that no sin remains unrevealed. No man is free from Barath's judgment, no woman. Raedric looks to the dagger resting on his throne. I will do what I must to ensure that we do not stray from the path. But it has taken time to rid out the last of these cultists within our village. Time Kolsh used to gather his forces. See, I'm tempted, but I'm worried this will continue all the way down the line, and I won't be able to stop it.
So be it. May the twinned god take pity upon your splintered soul, and scatter it to the winds.
You really are mad if you think I'd work with you. Time for battle! Okay, that was silly. Let's see here. Oh, he's going to try and trip someone. Let's do this. Olaf, go ahead and fireball. There, sounds good. Those two probably aren't going to move. Sagani, onto the favorite of breath. Itumok, onto the favorite of breath. See how that works for a second. Ooh, good. One down. Archer, Archmage. That's target number one. Durance, if you can get away.
Forth to battle!
That's not very helpful.
Okay, this isn't really doing all that great. Is there any... Oh, let's go ahead and cast that. What? That's weird. Oh, I forgot that I took that as a feat. I was like, but I'm on the wrong person to do that. Why can I do that?
Need something?
Whoa! We need him to be healed.
Can't get
Probably overdid that.
a good shot.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, that means you can't hurt them.
I fear.
Oh, lost him. Who's up? Raedric, Bodyguard, and Champion of Breath. Kill the Bodyguard. And you go ahead and switch forms, because why not?
Can't get a good shot with this.
Okay, so you can't hit the Champion of Breath. For Raedric? I'm not sure who she was shooting. Raedric probably is the one that she can't get a good shot on. That's gonna hit three of us. It's not. It's done.
Shh.
On the hunt.
Okay, so we want the art spell rights grimoire. We have a fine robe, a very nice sword, Justice. You won't, of course, keep it, and then the rest of the stuff. Not what I meant to do. Goes in there, actually.
Of course. Hey.
Oh, sweet. And stuff. Now, first we go through and undo the silliness. Don't need that, don't want that, don't want that, don't want that. I'm using two-handed weapons. No, I want that shield for now. He's also using a shield. We probably don't want to give him that, but this might be good for me. That's not the one I want. Justice. Slow. Good accuracy, good damage. This sword was once used by a paladin as an executioner's blade during a long-forgotten crusade. Over the years, the paladin slew countless heretics, but as time wore on, his fervor slowly turned to fear at the unending evil he saw growing in his homeland. Tired of the myopic and ineffective approach of his superiors, the paladin swore to cleanse the corruption from the hearts of his people and took it upon himself to execute any who consorted with heathens. After finding a heretic hiding within a small village, the paladin put all its inhabitants to the sword for aiding the sinner. That night the paladin woke to his sword being driven through his own chest, having been betrayed by his own men, who were guilt-ridden for their own complicity in his atrocities. This large sword seems to be covered in rust, but on closer inspection the brown stains on the blade are in fact dried blood. Apart from the size, the sword seems plain. Its only ornamentation is hidden under the black leather wrapping on the ricasso, where an image of Woedica has been etched. Scratches on the etching indicate that someone once tried to clumsily remove it. Well, that is a sad story.
Of course.
Let's go steal that. Find scepter and some other stuff. Why is my stuff? Oh, because I also try to hold too many things. I definitely don't need. These can also be thrown away. Not thrown away, but put into inventory. It's just the bodies strewn everywhere. And we're invisible. Thank you, Itama. Forgot what his voice sounded like. We heard that you had moved against the keep, and yet we have arrived too late. But a moment earlier, and I would have heard his dying breath. No matter. It is done. The tyrant is dead, and our village is free to move on into a greater future. Gilded Vale owes you a great debt. I owe you a great debt. You have accomplished what I could not. Take what rewards you care to from Raedric's vaults. You have earned them twice over. Close looks over the throne room, smiling. There is much to do. We must send word to the Earl, of course. Revoke the cruel laws Raedric has instated. We do not think we will forget your assistance. You have brought about great change. Take pride. Everyone will remember this moment. Come in. Clear these bodies from the hall. With that, Cole strides eagerly towards the throne. Extraordinarily positive. Oh, and we completed it. No levels up. Darn. Oh, lost. 277. Great. How much longer? 6 hours. Okay.
Ready, Watcher.
No,
I'm here.
Same things. I'll do some on duty. Find yourself in here. Open the door, please.
I shall be discreet.
I shall steal everything. It'll all be mine. Yay.
Well.
Hidden stuff. Oh, I knew that door opened. I mean, it wasn't particularly well hidden, but still. Feel a little vindicated that I was right. Lots of books. Go through this door. Steal all the things. Be chased by a kitty. Sorry, kitty. I would pet you, but I don't think I can. Fortunately, nothing to see there. Probably don't have to stealth through everything, but I don't know if there's hidden stuff. Silver forks and knives are gnawed with tarnish. Look at all these people I didn't kill. I think if you kill them, there's nobody left in the keep. It's a really sad thing. I think there's more outside I can look at too. Maybe. This place at least looks cleared out. Probably talk to the old priest too. So let's go. Not what I meant to do. So let's go upstairs and then we will go outside. I never went in here.
I'll stay out of sight.
That's not nice.
All done.
Yep, nothing there. Run away. Hello, Namar. And so Gilded Vale has its new thing. I will trust that you have chosen wisely. I'm not sure. I don't remember it having another effect. Could be wrong. Do. Let's head outside when we don't have to kill everyone. I mean, it would net you a pretty penny. You have a whole bunch of stuff to sell. You have a whole bunch of gold you pick up randomly off the bodies. So, killing them all is kind of lucrative. Ooh, fine poleaxe.
I'll stay out of sight.
Well, well.
Did not expect that. Put a scroll in there. That's not seeming the wisest. Nice, 120 gold. I definitely want to build a warden. It's got some pretty neat stuff. Mostly just extras.
That's not nice.
All done.
That's not nice. All done.
Some nice things, though. Anything else? No? No? You sure? Okay. I don't remember where this goes. Probably, oh. Over here. I guess if you had just come in directly. More money. The air in this table is heavy with bat dung. Okay. Some vegetables. Yeah, so yeah, if you just came in normally, you would have gone through them. Crap. How do I get up there? I want to get up there. Three of my people have figured it out. The other four are just like, I don't know. I don't think we should follow those guys, but maybe, I guess. There's a secondary door there. Run. Where are you guys headed? I don't know if they actually know something or they're just going on a goose chase. I have no idea what's happening there. I don't know. My people apparently like to run into each other rather than around each other. Oh, come on,
You must gather
there
your
we go.
party before venturing forth.
Oh, come on. Oh, tell me again. Fortunately, I do want to go up there. There's some stuff up there. I want it. I will have it. It will be mine. So, to Dungeon Laboratory.
Indeed.
Has to be a way up there. I will find my way. Actually, I'll do that probably off screen and tell you if there's anything really good. It's probably just something simple item, and I don't want to spend like 5 minutes finding the specific staircase, only for it to be like a helmet, and that's it. Do you need to check any other quests? Never far from the Queen. Long hunt. No, that's no that one. No that one. No that one. Okay, so no. Oops. Not mean to press that button. Wow, that's a lot of people. I really wish I didn't have to kill these two. I didn't mean to. I mean, it wasn't so much of a choice. They attacked me. Okay. But I think I've been just about everywhere. I tried some of these, which nearly got me killed. Oh, actually, have I not been to Deer? Can I not get to Deerford Village yet? Ooh, 2 days. I don't want to go there. I'm trying to make it so that I can switch what I'm doing. So I don't just like one type of gem, one type of plant, one type of creature part. Interesting. I never actually knew that. So we have completed the dungeons. You will hopefully see why I wanted to do that soon. Well, actually, I don't remember if it'll be soon. But you'll see why I wanted to do that. Okay, it needs the Western Barbican. Barracks is super important. So you saw that I lost some of my... Words are escaping me. Some of my taxes. Due to brigands. And so if you have higher prestige and higher, you'll generally save more taxes. You'll generally disfavor negative consequences. Haven't been here before. And higher prestige, there are like guests and such that you can interact with. And so it's a good thing to... I need to be honest and diplomatic, was it? Don't remember. No. Faith and conviction. Bah. Shield bear, here's this thing. Okay. I know, probably honest and benevolent. Or, I know honest, both were good traits. Maybe, I don't think it was passionate. I think it was benevolent. If you need an inn for the night, Goose and Fox has the softest beds and the best ale. Have you been to the expedition hall yet? You might find your type of work there. Sure, we'll check them all out. But... Jessica. Welcome to Defiance Bay, but watch yourself in your city. Our city, understand? Hey! Sure, let's go steal these things first, though. Yes. Yes. Now, we will be headed into Defiance Bay, the biggest center for things for quite some time. In fact, each of the 5 areas is a completely different map. This is a giant area with a lot of side quests and other things, so we will be here for quite some time. And then when we get strong enough, I'm going to go back over here and deal with some of the stuff I couldn't. And it does actually take a little bit of time to transfer between each place.
Defiance Bay. The city at the heart of the Deerwoods Revolution now seems on the brink of another. Refugees line the streets, homeless and hungry, displaced by White One's legacy, hoping for relief within the city walls, and finding none. Dissidents congregate to protest and to heckle, calling for an end to animancy and the ouster of their duke. The city's militiamen cast fearful looks as they patrolled the streets, their hands trembling at the hilts of their weapons. The capital of a country that had not long ago incinerated a god now appears to be a spark away from sharing the deity's fate.
New map discovered. New map discovered. Okay. So, there's the goose and fox that guy was talking about. Hello. Takes a smooth tongue to solve problems, doesn't it? Okay, we're going on. More commoners, see if they have anything.
Defiance Bay. I miss Adir already.
Quit your whining. Need more reasonable people in Defiance Bay. The Crucible Knights have been warning everyone to stay out of the catacombs. They're not safe anymore. Well, that's unfortunate. You're from the White That Wins? Must be nice to get away from the cold. Yeah. If you're a scholar, you'll want to visit the Hall of Revealed Mysteries. And here we go. Can we allow these atrocities to continue unchecked? No! Down with animancy! Burn the witch! Wadewood's legacy was one warning, Heritage Hill was another. Alright, Heritage Hill. Spread the word. Together we'll drive the blight of animancy from our city. Only one with a name. Oh, I thought he continued.
How do you do?
How do you do? Rowan's arms are crossed and his mouth is set in a grim frown as he watches the gathered protesters. He looks ready for a fight. He sizes you up. New in town, eh? You've picked an interesting time to visit Defiance Bay. All these refugees fleeing the frontier and finding the legacies no better here. It's the Animances. Migrants scorch them, and they nest in the city like rats. You mark my words, though. Us dozens are going to put a stop to it. What are you doing out here? He gestures at the crowd, which buzzes with angry chatter. Trying to get folk to see reason. We're in the midst of a crisis, and instead of purging the nefarious forces from our city, the Duke is granting Animancers dangerous liberties. What do you know about Animancy? It's a study in manipulation of essence, which any sane person will tell you that it's the purview of the gods. The Adirans, at least, have the sense to outlaw it, which is the only good thing you can say about them. It's not like magic, chanting, or the soul readings those ciphers do. It's been around since ancient Ingwithan times, which is why you'll see Animancers tinkering with old Ingwithan artifacts. He shakes his head. The trouble is, the Animancers got no idea what half those artifacts actually do. Not that they'll admit it. Empathic friend is correct about one thing, at least. Tell me about the dozens. He taps his chest. We're an organization of interested citizens who want to free Defiance Bay from the dangerous influence of Animancers and the tyranny of the aristocrats who support them. We also consider ourselves a militia of sorts, seeing as the Crucible Knights are little more than a flock of preening nobles in training these days. Just lack a militia, the dozens, except for the training, and the discipline, and the code of honor. His eyes gleam. And we're always looking to expand. The more people see things our way, the better for the state of the country. You have any interest in hearing more? Stop by Amherst Inn sometime. The Expedition Hall. A lot of free thinkers in there. Can set straight all the nonsense the nobles and the Animancers want you to believe. Might even be some paid work there for motivated types. Tell me about the area. This is the capital of the Free Palatinate of the Deerwood. We started out as the capital of an Adiran colony, but we booted the flaccid scepter from these lands 150 years ago. These days, we're a major port, receiving trade and visitors from all over the world. But we, some of us anyway, strive to hold on to the pioneering spirit that earned us our freedom a century and a half ago. The city is divided into 5 districts: Copper Lane, First Fires, Andres Yeft, Brackenbury, and Heritage Hill. He ticks each one off on a cow's finger. Tell me about Copper Lane. This here's Copper Lane. He taps a scuffed boot on the cobblestones. It's primarily a market district, but you've got the Expedition Hall directly north of here, where you can join treks into the wilds. That's also where my fellow dozens martyrs and I tend to meet up with other concerned citizens. He points to a long dome building west and north of your position, and that's the Hall of Revealed Mysteries. Eerie place, if you ask me. But they've got the biggest library in the Deerwood. What about first fires? That's where the revolution started, hence the name. These days it's overrun with politicians and panders, but we'll take it back someday. That's where you'll find the Ducal Palace, the Valian Embassy, and the Crucible Keep. He shakes his head. The Crucible Knights were the original freedom fighters in Defiance Bay, but now they're just strutting peacocks, with their eyes on fancy titles and their heads up their asses. There's an old Temple of Boudica here, too. We keep it real nice for her. He winks. Brackenbury? A noise of disgust rattles in his throat. The nobility that didn't sail back to Adair stayed there. Most of the families there trace their lineage back to the old imperial times. Other than a lot of has-been nobility, you've got Hadrit's house, where Lady Webb and her spies operate, and Brackenbury Sanitarium, the main cesspit of animancy in the city. He spits on the cobblestones. Tell me about Andra's Gift. Got the name because it was a wetland that was drained back in the imperial days. Now it's a seedy district populated by sailors, common folk, and more than a few thugs. But it's a fun place, too, if you know where to look. He winks and elbows you. Look for a place called the Cell to Miss when you're there. Other than that, it's mostly warehouses and abandoned homes. This is a whorehouse. Spoilers, I guess. Forgot what I said. Heritage Hill. He shivers. It used to be one of the more prestigious districts in the city. Heroes of the Revolution claimed plots up there, next to an ancient Ingwithan tower in the city cemetery. Had the best views in Defiance Bay. Attracts richer types these days, a lot of animancy patrons. He spits. He glances at the crowd and lowers his voice. You wouldn't have heard, but something happened over there a couple months ago. The authorities sealed it off, and they were keeping their mouths shut. But mark my words, animancy is to blame. Never mind, let's talk about something else. I think that's everything. Fare thee well, good sir. Okay, so those are the dozens.
Let's keep quiet.
You have the option to side with them or the Crucible Knights. Can I take a peek? The calm waters smell faintly of refuse. And once we've had a chance to speak with the Crucible Knights, I will let you guys decide what you'd like to side with. But after that, quite a bit of exposition, and we're going to get quite a few more chunks as we walk through here, I'm going to go ahead and call this an episode, and we will continue to explore the vastness that is Defiance Bay in probably the next few episodes, but definitely in the next one. We will strike out in Copper Lane, and then probably actually go from there to First Fires, at least for a little bit, so that we can meet the Crucible Knights. We probably won't get to Heritage Hill just yet, but Brackenbury and Andra's Gift will definitely be on the docket. So I hope you'll join me in the next episode. See you then.